Hi and welcome to Ali Lives Well on Less. I'm Ali, an early retired teacher currently living well on my small pension. And today is Foodie Friday and Luna is a little bit upset today because our routine is a bit different. When I finished filming this, we are actually going to go and collect my lovely mum who's come to stay for the first time in this house overnight because I now have a bedroom set up for a visitor. So I'm not giving Luna her yogi ball. I'm going to give her a Kong that is stuffed with some doggy peanut butter and a couple of treats because I don't want her having yogurt when we're about to travel in the car for an hour or so. Fingers crossed we get enough time to have a quick chat about our Foodie Friday things today. So in this video, you're going to see my first shopping haul of April, although technically I did it on the 31st of March because that was the only time I had, the only chance I had to go to Lidl. And I was in Lidl around 4 o'clock, 4:15, and there were still 2 veggie boxes. So if you're on the lookout for veggie boxes in your Lidl, just keep looking no matter what time of day you go in. Keep looking, keep asking, and fingers crossed that eventually you will get one of those veggie boxes. To be fair, there wasn't much variety left in them. I wonder if people had been picking and choosing some things out of them, but there were 2, so that was encouraging, although I didn't get one because I didn't need a veggie box. So today I'm going to talk about, we're a little bit wobbly. I'm going to talk about why I don't meal plan. Someone asked on last week's video, what do you do when you look in the freezer and it's full of food, but there's nothing you fancy? And yep, that happens to me sometimes, and that is why I stopped batch cooking big amounts of stuff. So for example, I would regularly make a large lasagna and divide it into portions, put it in the freezer. I would make curry, I would make stews, I would make lots of things and put them in the freezer. And quite often, I didn't fancy it. Perhaps because I'd had it too many times in a short space of time, or I just didn't fancy it. And that's where you have to be careful you don't fall into the takeaway trap, or just not eating a proper sensible meal and just snacking or picking. So how it's not meal prep, food prep, is to cook things individually and put them in the freezer so that I don't have the same meal very often in a short space of time. So when you look at my shopping haul, you will see that I bought some chicken and I bought some sausages. So I cooked those yesterday, and what I'll be doing today, now that they're nice and cool, is I will portion them up. I'll probably chop the sausages, see how I feel, into small bits, and I'll divide up the chicken. I've already had one meal out of it. I'll divide up the chicken and I will portion it into single servings. That way I can feed myself, or I can feed 2 people, 4 people, because I would just pull out however many different portions I had. And that's something that has sort of developed over the years. At the moment in the UK on Channel 4, there is a programme that has the batch lady in it. And if you're feeding a family, fantastic. She has great ideas. You prep all these things, you make one, you freeze one, and then you've got a freezer full of food. Great idea if you've got a family. So she is on all the socials, so just look up Batch Lady if you've not heard of Suzanne. She lives not too far from me here in Scotland. But if, like me, you're on your own and you're feeding yourself in a small budget, then I just find it easier to have things I can pull out small amounts and feed myself a different meal. So for example, I always have rice and pasta in my store cupboard. I always have some sort of either instant mash or some tins of potatoes in my cupboard. So there are three sort of basic things you can start or build a meal around. I've usually always got chicken. Sometimes I have some fish. I have some sort of red meat, whether it be in the form of beef or sausages or mince or something like that in the freezer. So I can make different meals with those same ingredients. So for example, one day I could have pasta with some chicken and broccoli, just done a little bit of cheese on the top. But the next day I could equally pull out some chicken and add it to a stir fry with the rice. Oh, and I've got some rice noodles as well in the cupboard. So I could do something Chinesey. I've got mince done in minced beef in a sort of tomatoey sauce. You saw that in a previous video. So I could pull just a tub of that out and cook some spaghetti and then just have some extra veg on the side. So it's a little bit of mix and match. You know those little flip books that you get as a kid, you know, it's like the head on top, then the body, and then the legs, and you can flip it over to make different pictures. My meal prep, my food prep, is a little bit like that. And as I keep saying, every time, it's not rocket science. I'm not reinventing the wheel. This is just what I have found works for me. So I hope that's useful for someone. So I'm going to show you my shopping haul from Lidl. I'm also going to show you a few meals that I've had this week using some of the things that I either have in my freezer or I'm using the chicken, which I have now also turned the chicken bones into stock. So it's cooling and getting ready to go into the freezer. So I never waste anything. I will always use up as much as I can. So have a wee look. Here's my shopping haul and I'll catch up with you at the end. So here is my first and quite small shopping haul for the start of April. As explained, I did buy this yesterday in the last day of March, but this is out my April budget. Okay, so we have a kilo chicken legs, 10 sausages, 900 grams of mature cheddar, washing up liquid, some fruit pastels, Lidl's own brand, they are not vegetarian, some alcohol-free beers, they're actually very nice. I've not had this one before. Luna's yogurt. This is an impulse buy, condensed milk. I'm going to use it in a cake recipe that I saw online, so that will be at a later date. A wee lip balm. I always keep lip balms in my handbag or jacket pocket. Hay fever, antihistamines. Yep, never had hay fever in my life until I had COVID. So yeah, I just take one of these a day and it keeps the worst symptoms at bay, although I do get a scratchy throat, which is why I've got the fruit pastels, and 15 mixed size eggs, and that is not very much for £26.40. So according to the pack on these chicken sausages, one sausage is one serving. So what you're looking at there are 9 servings of sausage. And they're not very big sausages either. So 1 kilo of the chicken legs gave me 334 grams of cooked meat. So once I had taken all the meat off the bones, so skin and bones in the slow cooker to make stock or broth, and you can see there are still little bits of chicken on there. They're a little bit gristly, but I will cook them down and pick them off at the end, and they will go to Miss Luna, so nothing is wasted. And if you're interested, this is what 1 serving of 85 grams of cooked chicken looks like. And I always think the smaller the pieces, the more it looks. So not as pretty looking as chicken breasts, but absolutely fine for putting through soup, risotto, stir fries, etc. And buying chicken legs is a lot cheaper than buying a whole chicken. And yep, Luna is having a big long thirsty drink. So I hope some of that was of use to you today. I think this video is a little bit shorter than my normal Foodie Friday. As I say, we are doing something a little bit different today, and I've just realised that Luna has shoved that Kong right underneath the sofa, so that's why you hear the whinging. It sounds pathetic, doesn't it? But all she's done is she's pushed it under my sofa, so I will go and rescue that. So we are just about to get ourselves organised and ready. I'm going to drive down and collect my mum, and if she's willing, you might see her on camera. We're going to be doing some garden things over the next couple of days. My daughter-in-law Layla is going to come over. I'm going to do some garden things as well. So you will see some more stuff that is going on here over the next few days. So hope the weather has been lovely where you are. It's certainly been lovely the last few days here in Stirling. So have a fabulous Friday, and I will see you again on Monday for Monday Monday. Have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye.